What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another Love in Paradise, the Caribbean Way, Season 2, Episode 4, 90-Day Fiancé Show. But of course, before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, every single person that is a member or patron, every single person that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. Now, of course, at the same time, if you are looking to become a member of the channel so you can get early access to our content before everybody else, the link for that is down below in the description. But if you are looking to become a member or patron where you can get all of the unrestricted content and other content that we can't put onto YouTube, the link for that is also down below in the description. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you want to help us grow, well, you can hit that subscribe button simply for free. And right next to that big red button is a notification bell to help you get notified each time I upload something freaking new. As long as YouTube actually notifies you, to be fair with you. But of course, last but not least, the like button is there for everybody to smash. But not in a sexual way. Okay, whatever. Let's get into this week's episode of Love in Paradise.
Necesito plant, un banana tree.
I recently was helping Johan with his social media account, and I realized that he's friends with tons of international women that he's met at the hotel that he works at. I got really nervous because what if he has relationships with all these women, or what if I'm not the first person who stayed at the hotel that he developed a relationship with?
Okay.
And so my spiritual advisor told me I should plant a banana tree with Johan because the banana tree is a symbol of groundedness and focus. So for Johan, I'm doing this to make sure he doesn't veer off the path that's made for him and end up on a path with another woman.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, in a nutshell, she just wants to control him. In a nutshell, she worries that he's going to be unloyal. In a nutshell, because she's now in a position where she may not be able to have children, she worries that their love, or the love they allegedly have, won't be pure enough for him to stay around and he may look elsewhere. Well, here's the thing. In a nutshell, for me, myself in particular, if you're going to be with someone and you're going to carry certain insecurities, whether it's a big one, small, or whatever it is, then it's very important that one, you address it. Once you address it, you then two, get the vibe of that response. And then three, depending on the vibe of that response, either, well, suppress those insecurities and get rid of them, or four, which is the one that I recommend, leave the person till you find someone that doesn't give you any insecurities in any kind of way. Because to be honest with you, once you get an insecurity, it's always gonna be there just to be lit up at any given time, which can always create a toxic environment, an unstable environment among so many things that just isn't good for a relationship. So with that being said, just leave him then.
Ven algo así, de la nada, así. Lo van a coger y se lo van a llevar.
¿Tú tienes palabras?
Bien. Le doy 3 horas para que se lo lleven la gente ahorita, eso de ahí.
Thank you for your strength, for your protection, for your fire. Allow that fire to allow us to create a beautiful life.
I hope this ritual is able to prevent temptation and other negative energies from infiltrating our relationship, but I can't shake the feeling that Johan is hiding something.
Grab this box for me, please.
And there we go. Johan is hiding something. At least that's what she thinks and believes anyway, which maybe he is. Who knows? But this is my point. Exit the relationship. She's 42 years of age. She's got a grown-ass son who's 21 years of age, I believe. And Johan is 30, I believe. And he's someone that highly desires a woman that can provide him a child, because a child is something that is very important to himself. And also at the same time, let's not forget how Johan treats her as if she is his cash cow, because, well, Johan doesn't pay for anything. So to be honest with you, if I was a female or even a man, to be honest with you, which I am, of course, a man, would I want to be wasting my time? Yes, I said it, wasting my time with someone that makes me feel, no, with someone that I have to pay everything for, brings nothing to the table but just, well, in my, obviously, as a man, just good, you know what I'm saying, okay? And doesn't necessarily give me a guarantee of the fact that that they can give birth to my child. Well, then I'm gonna leave. Why am I gonna waste my time and waste their time? Johan is wasting her time, but the reason why he's wasting her time is because he's still thinking about getting that plane ticket all the way to the United States of America. Why she's wasting her time? Well, that's just due to her being desperate. And that's just sad. and miserable. But okay.
Side, I'm going out with my man to a gay club. I'm looking forward to experiencing what that's. Are you ready to go to the club? ¿Están listos? ¿Listos? Yes, ready to go.
Listo para ir a la lista.
My younger cousin Hannah is going with us to the nightclub. Hannah is also gay, and he actually did what I was not able to do. I was not brave enough to came out of the closet with my family. He actually did it.
Carlos has to be the biggest diva. The biggest freaking diva. This guy complains after complaint, moan after moan. Like, doesn't he get bored of just listening to himself speak, to be honest with you? I don't know how Valentine puts up with a guy, to be honest with you. But anyway, nonetheless, though, let's get into the point. So obviously, Carlos has got a cousin, as we saw, who's obviously been able to come out to his family. You would think that if he's come out to his family, that would give Carlos the oomph, the courage to want to do it himself. But it seems to me that Carlos is one of those people that just, he needs to have an excuse for why he can't do certain things. You know what I mean? He's a very toxic person. That's what he is. He's just so whinge, toxic. He's like a male Karen, but in a different way. I'm finding it hard to really get the word I'm looking for to really describe who he is, but he just moans all the time. He's never happy. Man, take the dumb out of your mouth, boy. Anyway, let's continue.
This is the first time that we have been to a club together, and I see Valentine dancing with people that he doesn't even know, and I'm shocked. We don't usually act in that way with strangers. It's making me feel uncomfortable.
Oh, shock. Look at what we have here. The diva's uncomfortable. Do you know what's so crazy? The fact that the video sped up and he's still speaking slow like that, like Mohammed as well from 90 Day Fiancé, it makes you wonder, like, what pace does this guy even talk at on a normal basis? It shows you how much he just drags his words and just loves to complain. Like, people that drag their words predominantly like to just be moaners. Literally, so he's dancing with people he don't know. Okay, let me stop, man. Let me stop before I offend XYZ. But listen, end of the day though, man, like, how can he say that he wasn't expecting? How can he say he didn't know this? Because Valentine has made it abundantly clear that he's a very outgoing person, he's a very energetic person, and he is the life of the party. He's made that clear from the very get-go of their relationship. So why he's behaving as if he's shocked by Valentine's behavior is beyond me. And do you know what it is though, to be honest with you? The more I process it, I get it now. Carlos is one of those people, he just wants to be the controller. He wants to control his partners. He wants his partners to do everything that benefits him, everything that is within his needs. But at the same time though, Valentine on the other hand, he's one of those people that you cannot control. And also he's one of those people that, like, listen, I'm gonna have fun and it's up to you whether you want to join me or not, but listen, let me have my fun and we're good. You know what I mean? Which is good. I like the energy that Valentine has of, like, I'm saying, listen, when I'm out, I'm buzzing. I'm enjoying myself. You know what I mean? I will talk to whoever because that's what I do. And you know what? That's just who he is, and I respect that so much. But of course, not everyone can be around someone like Valentine. So therefore, you have to go and find someone that is more, you know, conservative like you, or preservative. Someone that, you know, obviously that's a bit more subtle than yourself, rather than sit there complaining about, yeah, so Valentine is doing bad. Oh, shut up. Let the man have some fun. He's never been, is it Colombia? I also, you know what, there's so many countries that we cover all the time. We got DR, we got Colombia, we got Brazil. I think it's Colombia. I do apologize if I get it wrong. But he's never been there before. He wants to go out to a club for the first time, a gay bar, more specifically. That's what he said he wanted to do. So let him have his fun, man. Stop being a party pooper. It's either you adjust or you just shut the hell up. Oh my goodness. But at the end of the day, this is more and more proof of why these two just shouldn't be together. But anyway, let's get into it.
Once I get started, I'm gonna play with anything that's gonna continue the spark. And I'm seeing all these bartenders with their shirts off, and I know I can't dance with them, but they hear the eye candy. Let's do it.
Well, should we be surprised by Valentine's confidence to grab up the other guys to want to dance? No. Plus, he's poly, isn't he now? So to be, again, another thing that where Carlos can't. It's a sticky one because Carlos knows that Valentine is someone that goes out and just does madness. You see what I'm saying? But Valentine also knows that Carlos doesn't like that. But this is the thing that they both know these things, but yet they still choose to be together and entertain each other, which makes it even more challenging when it comes to just giving a bloody review on these two. Oh, just give over, man. Can we not just remove these two from the series now, because they're too challenging. They're too pointless to comment on, because it's like, yeah, but then it's like, but yeah. Anyway, yeah.
This is my first time being in an environment like this with Carlos, and I feel like he is trying to stifle me or stop me. But the hood side comes out of me, and I'm like, please, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm full grown up here. And he was like, no, like as if you're not allowed to do it. No. And I'm thinking, you the owner, you the security guard. If anything, now I'm going. And let the security guard tell me I can't go, but you're not gonna tell me I can.
As a gay man in Colombia, I learned that I can't just go to places and, try to catch the whole attention to me. And seeing Valentine doing it is actually shocking to me.
Absolute nightmare.
Sí. Whatever you say, sí. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien.
You need to practice your Spanish.
La leche. Gabby doesn't speak English, and I feel bad. But it was kind of easy for me to speak to Abby behind Gabby's back, because Gabby didn't understand what we were saying.
What a prick. This guy. You know what though? I wanted to Olga kaput. I literally want everything to come falling down for him. Because nah, man, listen. Yeah, I'm the way he's fully like, yeah, she doesn't understand nothing, so I can say what I like. What a dick. Anyway.
Both of y'all. Man, like, I can't wait to go back. But not a home record, not a heartbreaker, never been me. But, man, I really love Abby. I really do love Abby. Yeah, it's not my intention at all to break Abby's heart. I love you. I can't wait to see you.
I want to give you a big and lovely kiss.
I'll see you in a little bit.
I love you.
Love you too.
If you're not a home wrecker, then why are you about to wreck her home? Make it make sense. Idiots. I'm not the home wrecker, but I'm gonna go and steal her anyway. This is why I wanted to all fall down, man. Nah, if this guy gets his girl, I won't be happy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yep, call me a hater or whatever, I don't know, but no. This guy's a clown. No.
Nah, I'm gonna take him out. So I just picked up Odin and his mom from the airport, and I'm on cloud 9 because it's the first time I meet my son. I'm excited. Come, boy, come. I know Ariana has high expectations for me on this trip. Just go in. And I'm going to do everything I can to prove to her that I'm capable of being a good dad.
My guy. let me explain here what's just happened here, okay, for the people who may have not understood what's happened here. So Ariana has traveled all the way from the States back to Jamaica to see her potential fiance, a future husband, okay, Sherline, the father of their kid Odin. Now, she has every intentions of winning him over and making sure that they can secure a relationship. But Sherline has done nothing to make it come across as if he actually wants a relationship. But she is so in denial about that, she continues to ignore that. So, which is why it's quite interesting, because you see, did you hear what he said? He said, I just picked up Odin and his mother from the airport. Not, I just picked up Odin and my girl or anything like that. And then on top of that, he said, Ariana's got high expectations for me. And he goes, I will do anything to make sure that I can prove that I can be a good father. None of it revolves around her. And the saddest thing is that she's made this trip predominantly, well, I mean, yeah, if you ask me, the primary reason is to see if she can make a relationship with him. The second reason is they can see his son. But in reality, I do wonder though, if she didn't want to be with him, would she have made that trip? Probably not. This really doesn't really have too much to do with their son, to be honest with you. It's more to do with her wanting him. But at the same time though, this is also to do with her wanting him to also be a father too. So again, primary reason is because she wants him. Second reason is because she wants him to also be the father. I mean, to be there for his kid. But again though, let's just say that primary reason was for him to be a father, and secondary was for her to want to be with him. I don't think she would have made the trip all the way to Jamaica for him to be able to see his son. And to be honest with you, that's how I would have preferred her to go with it, because the fact is, why she's making the trip for him to see his own son when he can make the trip to go see his own son is ridiculous. But anyway, this guy, Sly. This is why I should be the host. Because if I ever did the host, if I was to ever host a tell, man, I'd be like, I heard what you said though that time though. Hey, bro, I know it. I'll be putting people on the spot like there's no tomorrow. Don't get it twisted, man, but let's get into it.
He didn't have air conditioning and, it was dirty. Put him in here, I want to see. I want to see how he likes it. So now it's just super refreshing and meaningful that Sherlon has put in so much effort for me and mainly Odin. Oh my
Yo, he ain't put no effort in for you. He bought things for the baby, not for your accommodation. This woman's so delusional about it. It's hilarious and sad at the same time. But hilarious. But sad at the same time. Let's have a heart, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a heart, please.
I hope me and Ariana can mend back our relationship for Odin's sake. Don't it?
He likes it in there.
But I'm worried if I'm 100% honest about what I've been doing this past 10 months while she's taking care of Odin, that she'll take him away from me forever.
This is why my man has been reserved. Remember the job. Remember he does a job that involves what was the job again? Something to do with swingers or it was a swingers situation, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Yes. But listen, nonetheless, though, here's the thing. My man wants to stay single because that's the life he likes. And to be fair with you, at the end of the day, I like the fact that he hasn't actually made her feel as if, well, at least from the perception that I've been given from the show so far, he hasn't made her feel like as if he actually wants a relationship 100%. It's more the case of where she's been instigating it every single way. It's not like he said, oh no, but it's more on her. But obviously he's been held back for a reason, clearly. And obviously the reason is because obviously he's been doing a madness for the last 10 months, clearly. But the saddest thing about it is that he's been prioritizing those 10 months to be doing madness rather than prioritizing going back to the States to actually see his child, because he was in the States originally. So we do know that he's able to go back there, and he was able to go back there, but he chose not to, clearly because his priority was in the wrong place. Now, of course, I get it. He's now nervous to obviously let her know what's really been happening. And I can only assume that he wants to let her know what's been happening to basically say, listen, this is what's been happening. That's why I haven't really been committed to us. But I don't mind giving it a try now. But just so you know, this has happened. But I can understand him fearing that she's not going to take it the right way. And she may be like, well, you're never going to see your son again. But here's the thing, though. Do I see... Why is someone beeping for? Shut the hell up, man. Anyway, my apologies. But do you know what I think? I don't think it's the fear of her not allowing him to see his son. I think he's more bothered by the fact that if he tells her the truth, she will no longer bring his son their son to see him anymore in Jamaica, and that he's gonna have to actually make the trip himself to go and see his son because he's selfish. That is a grand scheme. He's definitely a selfish guy. You know what I mean? So good luck to you, buddy. But at the end of the day, man, listen. If you've got a woman that's more than happy to travel around the world to let you see, to allow you to see your son, and you're gonna go and mess that up because you can't keep it in your pants, then you is a fool. But nonetheless, though, either way though, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that he should still be making the effort to go and see his son anyway in America rather than her doing it, regardless of the situation. But hey, the truth always comes out at some point.
Yo sé en un minuto, pero tengo muchas, no problemas, pero preguntas.
Where she's like, I got questions. Yes, no problems, but questions. This is going to be good.
Yo prefiero que Daniel me haga esa pregunta en privado y no en público, pero yo no la puedo controlar.
I mean, and this is the problem. He's got a point. You'd think that these questions would be something that would be done in private rather than in public to other people. And this is why I say that she shouldn't be with him, because clearly she's insecure, she's paranoid, she's worried, all those kind of things. So yeah. Well, this should be interesting.
Novias de ellas en el pasado. Toda la gente dominicanos. Porque en el Instagram de ellos, todas blanquitas.
Damn, she wants to know everything. She's like, yo, so any of them Dominican? No. All of them were. She's trying to find out if he's been going for a certain type of woman who's going to be a certain type of cash cow for him, and is going to get him that specifically green element, if you know what I mean. Okay, the eyebrows have been raised. Everything that her friends have been saying to her now being put into place. This, whoo, bam, 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 bam. Yeah, okay, it's getting tasty now, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Let's get into it.
No me sorprende cuando Daniela le pregunta a mis amigos sobre las mujeres rusas, alemanas, francés. Yo soy personal trainer y la mayoría de mis clientas son extranjeras y son mujeres que se ven bien.
I mean, listen, personal trainers do have a bad rep. I mean, I've seen a personal trainer in my gym. Dirty dog. He's got a girlfriend and everything, but he's always taking his clients for meals and stuff. Suspect.
Si no hay motivo, no tiene que hacerlo. Explícale eso.
He say, for him, it's normal.
Johan's friends tell me that these are all clients of his, that it's very normal to follow your clients on social media, and that I shouldn't be concerned at all.
I won't lie to you, I don't even know why she expected his friends to give her the answers that she wanted. His friends are obviously going to protect him in any means necessary. Case closed. Come on, lady. Well, if you don't try, you don't know, right? Because some friends may surprise you, to be honest with you. But hey, those friends that may surprise you are the ones that secretly actually want you to themselves as well. And that's why they will tell you everything. Give or take. But anyway, let's continue.
Si no hay motivo, no tiene que hacerlo. Explícale eso.
He say, for him, it's normal.
Johan's friends tell me that these are all clients of his, that it's very normal to follow your clients on social media, and that I shouldn't be concerned at all. I think his friends are full of
And that's why asking him was pointless in the first place. But hey, we continue.
Una boda es en una semana.
Se van a casar, ya se casaron.
Sí, ¿lo sabes?
The plot thickens. If this isn't a sign to run, then I don't know what is. But hey, this is 90 Day Fiancé, so what can we expect? Woo-wee.
¿Tú no dices nada? Es un problema.
¿Por qué el problema? Hey.
Tú estás loco.
¿Por qué el problema?
Estoy aquí con tus amigos. Tú no dices nada. Tú tienes un boda lunes. Tú no dices nada.
Una sorpresa.
Sorpresa.
I'm in total shock. We're getting married in 5 days, and Johan's friends had no idea. I would assume that he would want to tell them, because if he's doing it for the right reasons, then you tell people I'm in love and I'm getting married. But if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, you tell people I gotta wait to the United States. Either way, you tell your friends. So the fact that he's not saying anything, I feel like is crazy for many reasons. So, ¿cuándo tú piensas?
At this point, it is very simple, and that is you get up and you go, and you get up and you leave him there. You go back to the hotel, lock him out, pack up your stuff. Next morning, be on your way back to the United States of America. Simple as that. Or spend a few more days there in a different resort, enjoying yourself, and maybe you might find someone, meet someone that's actually genuine. But hey, we all know that's not gonna happen now, is it now? What? Did that make sense? It did.
And you will say, before your family knows something, your friends know. But in Dominican Republic, your family primero, and after, your friends.
No, en mi mente, no entiendo. We've been engaged for like 2 months. Yo pienso, es mucho, yo no sé cómo se dice bizarre. Porque tú no dices a tus amigos, tú tienes una esposa en una semana.
Ellos saben que tú eres mi novia, pero hoy saben que no vamos a casar.
I was already concerned about Johan and other women, so finding out that he didn't tell any of his friends that we're getting married makes me even more suspicious. After the wedding, I'm going back to New York until we figure out our living situation. Johan could completely keep it a secret that he's married, and I would have no idea what he's doing down here without me. If he has such a positive mind, why wouldn't he want to celebrate his marriage?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And the fact that she still got the idea of marrying him is just red flag. I don't know, it's just a red flag. That's simple as that. Just a red flag. Like, wow.
Were you embarrassed? I was not embarrassed. I was worried about you. You were just acting like crazy, dancing all over the place with people you don't know. Maybe on Hingley you can do that, but actually I think maybe you forget that it's not that open with the gay community. There is still some homophobia in the society. Even though we are in a gay club, it doesn't mean this is a safe space for us as gay men to draw attention. I thought I told you that being homosexual here, something can happen to you. when it comes to involve other people, you put your body in risk. I've seen cases where even in gay clubs, people get hurt by other people just for the way they behave. You took the guy from the bar and just put him dancing with my cousin. I just saw that not necessary. Like,
But you did notice he enjoyed it, right? He got into it.
did he have any other option?
He enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just, aside.
You know,
I was
he
like,
likes you a lot.
you think he danced with that guy and pretended to like it just make me happy?
Yeah, of course. That was what happened. That was what happened. That was an uncomfortable moment for him too.
I'm shocked that Carlos, in this environment that I would think would be considered a safe environment as an LGBTQ person, still doesn't feel like he could really be himself, or I could be myself. When I'm really just letting my hair down and trying to have fun, I feel like he himself just prefers not to draw attention, and thus feels like neither should you, in a controlling way. Like, this is the way I behave, and I prefer you to fall in line.
I mean, I'm really worried about it.
Bingo! Bing, 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 bingo! I said this earlier on in this episode that Carlos just wants to be a control freak. He wants to control every single movement, every single aspect, and Valentine clearly has picked up on that. It's all about control. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that the things he's voicing aren't things that are happening, aren't things that matter. Of course, these things happen. Of course, these things matter. But the fact is, though, he's not saying them on an aspect of where he's trying to raise awareness. He's saying them because he's trying to manipulate Valentine, and he's trying to manipulate the audience into believing that his way is the only way, when in reality, he's just using all of these things to manipulate us to be sympathetic to him and to manipulate Valentine into controlling him. But of course, he has failed in manipulating me to have sympathy for him, and he's also failed in manipulating Valentine to change his ways or to summons or to dumb himself down. I do wonder though, when I was making my actions of doing this, I do wonder how many people were like, oh my god, wait, Mads, you've been so offensive, man. And they just started typing, how dare you do this? And didn't wait for this part here when I actually explained why. I was like, because Carlos just loves to complain all the time because he's legit a control freak. Plain and simple. Nonetheless, let's continue.
I hear what you're saying. I respect it totally, but I just feel like you are somewhat projecting your own insecurities and fears on me in that situation. I know for me, it's hard to hide and turn off being gay, but Carlos does not show up as gay, like obviously gay. I think he's comfortable being able to blend in to pass as a straight man. And so anything that kind of shocks him out of that makes him feel uncomfortable. I definitely think I pushed Carlos out of his comfort zone tonight.
This is not about my insecurity. Right now, today, it's about our Colombian culture, how we work, how we interact with people, and that's not the way we do it.
Damn, he's bringing in culture now. So it's not about being gay. It's about culture. Hold on a minute. Listen, buddy. I may not be a gay person, but one thing that I do know is the ability to live the ability to live how you want to live. The ability to live freely. The fact is, you are a gay man. Case closed. There's nothing else that needs to be spoken about. There's nothing else that needs to be, this is a conversation they shouldn't even be having. Now, obviously, at the same time, though, I understand there are still a lot of people out there, who still have not come out yet, obviously about their sexuality, about their identity, and all sorts of things, you know what I mean, okay? And I do understand it is an obstacle. And sometimes as I watch this episode, I feel like it's a bit too much of a coincidence that they have matched someone who's openly gay and someone that is reserved with their gayness. It's like TMC is trying to target a certain audience by force, by saying we must have one that is very scared and insecure and worried, and we must have one that's really out there and brave, so we're covering both aspects. It feels so force-fed. I mean, the whole storyline feels so freaking scripted because we know that these two are not compatible. Both of them are top. One of them wants to be poly, one of them doesn't. One is really out there, one of them is not. Literally polar opposites to a different degree. If you ask me personally, I feel like TLC are trying to force a narrative here so they cater to two different types of gay people. I don't know, you let me know what you're thinking, but as far as I'm concerned, if this is how they're going to go about it, this ain't the way. Because to be honest with you, this ain't really helping no one, if you ask me personally. Obviously, I'm in no position to necessarily say that per se, but based on what I'm watching, I don't think this is going to help everyone, because I'm watching it myself right now and I'm thinking, so do you want to stand by the fact that you want to be a happy gay man, or do you want to just argue that you're a gay man that doesn't want to be happy, but yet you want to be in a relationship with someone that is happy to be publicly a gay man, or what? Because as far as I'm concerned, the fact that you throw in the culture of where he's from. What's that got to do with anything? It's like me, I can imagine I was a gay man and I said, well, based on my culture, I can't really come out and say this. I can't really behave like that because, you know, yeah, my culture. Forget culture. Screw culture. Who you are is who you are, man. Like, that's it. If I was a gay man, I wouldn't give a damn freaking about the fact that I'm African or all that. I couldn't care less. It's who I am. It makes me happy. It's simple as that. Carlos, stop whining like a little baby. You little diva. Okay? You find yourself a guy that is obviously openly gay. So be openly gay too. If you don't want someone that's openly gay, well then find someone that is reserved like you. And then happy days. Then we wouldn't be having this conversation. But anyway, if I did say anything that may have offended a few people here and there, I do apologize. Definitely not my intentions. I'm just trying to say what I can based on what I'm seeing here and how it's just whatever, you know what I mean? But of course, if there's things you'd like to add in the comment section on educational purposes, I'm all for it. Only for the educational purposes. Anything else, I ain't really going to listen to it. But let's continue.
I understand you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to follow your advice and directions. Because you are speaking from, no offense, less progressive than my own. And so it's like you are restrained and it's harder for you to step out of the box in this environment. I understand where Carlos is coming from, and I know that he had never seen that side of me before. But I do feel like he's overreacting. I was just being loud in that space and drawing attention. And if this relationship is going to work, he's going to have to learn that this is who I am. You know, at the end of the day, I would always choose to be me and not be controlled by other people's fears and anxieties and opinions. I'm going to make my own choices. I came out of the closet a long time ago, and I ain't going back in.
As far as I'm concerned, Valentine is a great representation for not just for gay people. He's a great representation for anyone who just wants to live life however they see fit. It's just that simple, you know what I mean? Obviously, for me, I'm one of the people that I live life obviously however I see fit. Not to the same degree as Valentine, you know what I mean? Because this guy's really out there. He doesn't give a damn, you know what I mean? I'm still a little bit like, yo, man, let me chill a little bit, you know what I mean? But honestly, like, you know, massive credit to Valentine in terms of, you know, him just not wanting to go backwards in life and only wanting to go forwards. And I love that. Because that's the motto that I live by. We go forward, we don't go back. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not going to elevate myself to then... It makes no sense. But sometimes you have to go back to go forward. But that's in a different situation. Let's not get it twisted. But hey, let's continue.
5 months talking with Frankie. Finally, we're gonna be together. I'm so excited because I miss him so much. I miss him arms and hugs. I need Frankie here because I need his support to tell Gabby that I'm gonna get married with Frankie.
Como que no le llegan los mensajes. ¿Por qué no le llegan los mensajes?
What happened?
I just received a message from Frankie saying that he doesn't want to come to Mexico.
¿Qué le pasa? Contesta.
I call him, I text messages, but he doesn't answer my message.
Did he say why?
I think that maybe he's scared of telling Gabby. I don't know what to think about it.
Contesta. ¿Qué no contestas?
Yesterday we talked about he's gonna come in and how is he so happy to see us. Now I'm feeling so confused because I don't know what's going on in the mind of Frankie.
No mames. ¿Qué pasó? Pues no va a venir. ¿Cómo que no va a venir?
Frankie,
Pues no va a venir. Pues ¿por qué no manches todavía que venimos hasta acá por él y no va a venir? ¿Pero qué te dijo? ¿Qué?
Pues nada, me mandó un mensaje. No quiero arruinar la vida de ambas. Lo siento, pero he decidido no ir a México.
¿Solo? Solamente. Pero ¿cómo si acabamos de hablar con...
You know, wait, hold up. Let me just process this real quick. So Abby's now going to Gabby. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So Abby, the one that was gonna leave her wife of 10 years for Frankie, is now gonna go to her wife and say that Frankie isn't coming, but be proper emotionally angry about it, knowing that her wife has no idea why she's going to be that emotionally angry about it. ¿Ok?
Pues está bien. ¿Por qué? Porque decidió no venir.
Pues no sé. No me dice nada. Le quise mandar mensaje y me bloqueó.
confundida. Yo no sé por qué Frankie diría que nos está arruinando nuestras vidas. Lo único que ha hecho es hacernos pasar buenos momentos juntos. ¿Pero por qué te pones así?
Pues porque no mames, venimos desde Guadalajara solamente para verle que nos haga esto.
No estoy herida. Estoy un poco triste porque teníamos planes juntos. Pero yo la veo a Abby muy consternada, muy furiosa. Y no entiendo la razón, el motivo de su sentir.
This should be a red flag to you, Jerry. Come on. Where's that light bulb? Why is she overreacting so much? Why is she so hysterical? Come on. Get the light bulb clicking in your mind. Think about this. Ooh-wee. This, man, it's kind of frustrating still because, you know, I'm just sitting there thinking, come on. This must be a sign to show you that clearly there was more to the picture between Frankie and Abby. Come on. But anyway, we'll get into it.
Sus razones debe haber tenido. Hay que ser empáticas y hay que comprender por qué es que no decidió no venir. No puedo simplemente juzgarlo.
Pues yo sí puedo juzgarlo porque no me está contestando el tiempo.
¿Ya me dijiste alguna chingadera o algo?
Que lo estábamos esperando, ¿qué más? Dice que quiere estar con nosotras y no sé qué de repente...
Que nos esté dejando aquí varadas en la playa, en Puerto Vallarta, en precioso lugar. Pues ya estamos aquí, no necesitábamos las vacaciones. Relájate, ¿no?
Sí, él fue el que nos invitó, sí, nos dijo, vénganse, vamos a pasarla rico y no sé qué tanto más. Y de repente sabes que siempre, ¿no?
I'm so angry because I really trust in him. I think that he loves me enough to come here to Mexico and marry with me, and I will move to the US with him. And then we can find out the way to bring God.
No te enojes, mi amor. No te enojes. Ella no se suele molestar así. Y pues se me hace raro que esté tan enfadada, tan incómoda, tan molesta por el hecho de que no vaya a venir Frankie. Tan fuerte. Vaya, pues total. O sea, no entiendo.
Well, that was massive red flags there, right there. For me personally, I would have been like, why are you being like this? You know what I mean? But of course, she has picked up that it is quite weird how angry she is. But it's quite interesting because she says she wanted him to come there to get married, for them to go to the States. And then she was going to find a way to bring Gabby over to the States, which means clearly she was obviously using Frankie to get to the States and then to bring, because obviously Frankie was under an impression that he was going to marry Abby and then it was just going to be them two and that's it. But as you can see there, or as you heard there, she had every intention of making sure that her wife was able to follow her at some point after, which would have been interesting because I do wonder if she would have had to have had like some sort of divorce with her wife first. Not too sure how that would work, but nonetheless though, Frankie's obviously bottled it for whatever reason, and I guess if we're going to see Frankie again, we'll see him again in the next episode, I don't know. But nonetheless though, you guys let me know what you're thinking in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Like, subscribe, and of course feel free to join the channel or Patreon. The link's down below in the description. Peace.